What's going on? I got something new for you to think about today. And check it out. You ever had that moment when you knew what car you wanted to buy? You were researching different vehicles and you wanted to go out and buy this specific one. You had your eyes set on it. You knew you were ready. This is the car you want. And either you bought it and now you own it and it's brand new, or you're just on that verge, right? You're about to really make that purchase and you know exactly which one you want, right? You ever notice that you start to look around and every car you see is that same car or that same color? Like you were looking at this orange, whatever, Charger. And when you saw it, you wanted to buy it, you couldn't think of any other orange Charger out there. But then once that became your goal and you wanted to get it, or you got it, you look around and there's orange Chargers everywhere. Has that ever happened to you? I'm going to relate that to your mindset and why you are in the circumstances that you're in, whether good or bad. So stay tuned. I feel like it's important to understand that the way that you think will really affect your decision making, obviously, but it will really affect the outcome and the circumstances that you live your life in. For example, it's almost like your mind creates your world. So let's just talk about goal setting. If you were to not set any goals for the day, right? You wake up every single day with no goals at all. Whatever you do that day is just basically a reaction to what the day brings you. Then every day your results will be just that. It'll be whatever the day brought is what you ended up getting out of it, right? Not saying that's right or wrong, but let's stretch that out for a lifetime or even 10 years. What is your goal for the next 10 years and for your life? What is your goal? Where do you want to be at? How are you going to get there, right? Let's say you have none at all. You have no idea what you want to do with your life. So therefore, you don't know what degree you'll choose if you go to college. You don't know what type of skill you need to have, what type of skills you should polish on, because you don't know where you want to work. You don't know what type of business you may want to open up. You don't really know any of that, and you haven't been thinking about it, right? Say you just haven't even thought about it. You have no idea. You really don't even care. Then basically, life is going to give you what it gives you, and you're going to end up wherever the wind blows you to. You will have a reactive life, not proactive, not planned. You won't create it. You'll just end up where you end up at. Again, I'm not saying that's wrong or right, but I'm saying typically that's the way it will go down. Let's say you have goals, right? You wake up every day and you know what you need to get accomplished. Maybe you got to go to the grocery store today. So in your mind, that's the goal. Today, I got to go grocery shopping. And then when I get done grocery shopping, I got to cook, right? That's 2 goals. So you go through your day and you make sure you make a little bit of time to get yourself to the grocery store. And you make sure that you have the ingredients and the time to cook as well. So having those goals, if you didn't notice, you actually had to prepare for those goals to actually work, right? You made sure there was time. You probably had to make sure you had transportation. I mean, it's little things, right? I'm talking about little details that are very obvious, right? But when you have no goals for your life, those little details will not get taken care of as you move along the way. And then when you determine your goals, you will have to start putting those details together. But here's how that relates to the cars. When you pick out the car and you start to see that car over and over on the road, right? Here's how that relates. The reason you started seeing your own car, you started seeing it all over the place, is because you have set your mind on that goal. And once you did that, everything around you started to become a little bit more in focus. Whereas before you had that goal, it was all blurry. Cars riding by were all just blurs. You didn't pay attention to them that much. But when you established your goal, your mind started to bring in all of the details it needs to help you with that goal. Your mind started to bring in all the stimuli that's around you, and it started to relate. How does that relate to goal setting? Once you determine what you're going to do with your life, you establish your goals, you know what it is you'll be doing. You have made a decision to go somewhere, to do something. Guess what's going to happen in your life? Your mind will start to gather that intel from all around you, and it will find a way to line that up for you to be successful. Right now, you don't see all the blessings, all the gifts that are in clear view. They're hidden in plain sight, in front of you, all around you. You don't see them because you don't have your goal established and your mind focused on achieving it. So it's not pulling this information together for you. I'll give you an example. There was a time I wanted to open up a skating rink. I wanted the teens to have something to do. I wanted it to be something fun, you know. I wanted to do a whole lot with that skating rink building. I wanted the adults to have somewhere to go, just to have fun, clean fun. But anyways, when I started really thinking hard about making this happen, I started to notice all of the store buildings that were vacant. I started to notice all of the different vacant lots, all the different places that it would make sense for this skating rink to be. Anytime I listened to music, I would start thinking, oh, that'd be a good song for the skating rink. I started to hear the rhythm. I started to feel the vibe of the skating rink environment. All the new ideas started to come to me to make this happen. So what I'm saying is, if you get your mind set on where you want to go, what you want to do, I don't care if it's daily, if it's weekly, and if it's 10 years out and it's future planning. When you are convinced that you have established where you want to get to, I guarantee you, if you focus, your mind will bring the things that are right around you. It will bring them to you. You can call it what you want. The universe will bring these things to you. God will bring these things to you. But the bottom line is, you line yourself up with where you want to go, and all the materials and supplies and the funding and the manpower and the ideas and the strengths from other people, the team, all of these things can start to align and come together. And then it's on you still to take action and to press towards that goal without worrying, without doubting, but pressing towards that goal and grabbing those things that are coming your way, because they're going to come. So with that, good luck to you. Make it happen. Don't hold yourself back. Go out there and accomplish some things.